Hello ladies, are you someone who's stepping fully into their villain era? If so, this video is for you. I am a villain in a lot of people's stories right now and in the past, and I am comfortable being that. I am comfortable being the bad guy and the villain, if that means that I am not your victim. What we need to understand is, in a lot of people's stories, you're the villain because you didn't allow them to manipulate, control, and abuse you. Because you had 10 toes to stand on, because you had boundaries, because you told somebody no, they're running around town calling you the bad guy. They're running around town smearing your name. They're in someone's ear telling lies that fit their narrative because they weren't able to get over on you. Something you need to understand about this world, and the reason why I speak about this on this channel, first and foremost, this is an exotical channel before it's any other channel. The reason why I speak about this on this channel is because we are targeted 90% more than any other demographic. Beautiful women who are considered exoticals have a huge target on their back because they're benefiting from a lot of different privileges that encompass all races and all phenotypes and all backgrounds. And because of that, we are targets not only for the people in our own communities, but for people in other communities. I don't know about you guys, I get targeted, and I speak about this a lot on this channel. I am targeted a lot by white women and white Hispanic women for whatever reason. And so I speak about this on this channel because we battle with this even more. We battle with people smearing our names. We battle with people coming at our necks. We deal with people who like to label us as the bad guy because it's easy to do so. Think about it. In every movie, in every show, they portray the pretty girl as the bad guy. They portray the pretty girl as the evil one, the bully, the mean girl. But let's be honest, in real life, that is not how it goes. And that's how you know the people, the higher powers that be within Hollywood and like the media and everything, who control movies and TV shows and the programming, they are so smart in manipulating our minds into thinking that beautiful people equals danger. Beautiful people equals hurt and pain. Beautiful people equals you're going to get bullied. They've been able to warp the minds of the masses to believe that beautiful women are the ones who are doing the devil's work. And because of that programming, the real wicked people are getting away with murder. The real evil people in the world, the real nasty, awful, mean girls are the ones that are flying under the radar. And guess what? A lot of times, those women are the unattractive ones. They're the ones that don't have a lot going for them. They're the ones that lack character and personality. These are the real bullies of the world. The people who project their insecurities, and because they may be jealous, they act on their jealousy and envy by hurting people around them who they deem to have more privilege than them or who they deem to be more attractive than them. And so in my experience, it has also been the unattractive women who have done this to me. There's been a countless amount of times where these women have targeted me and I've been the face of their smear campaigns. And they've always used the fact that I was popular for being beautiful or known for being the pretty girl or known for, having a certain style or a certain aesthetic or look. And they targeted me because they knew that people would automatically think and believe that because I am beautiful, that what they're saying is probably true. Because again, why? We have been programmed to believe that beautiful people are the ones that are actually mean and nasty and evil. So it was easier for them to spread the lies, spread the rumors, spread the hate because of what I looked like on the outside. Throughout my whole life, I find that smear campaigns have been the most damaging for me because people already have hatred and jealousy and envy toward me because of how I look. So if they're hearing something negative from someone, they're automatically going to hop on that bandwagon. They're automatically going to believe the lies and they're not going to do any more digging. That's why a lot of you guys, when you message me or when you tell me about your stories, you tell me about how people have targeted you and how no one really checks on you or no one really asks about your side of the story. People just kind of run with the narratives that they hear about you. That's by design. That's for a very specific reason. And the reason is they already felt some type of way about you because of how you looked on the outside. They were already judging you, they were already perceiving you, and they were already having feelings of inadequacy and hate toward you because they know you're gorgeous. And so when they hear these horrible things about you, they don't want to clear anything up because they have already made up their mind about who you are. And if they were to come to you to clear things up, then they would be conflicted and they would have to go down this whole rabbit hole of how you could possibly be telling the truth and how this person who's smearing your name could be lying. And they don't want to have to do all that work. They want to believe the negativity that they're hearing about you because it fills their cup. It feeds that narrative that they already had within them about you. So this is why I talk about these things on this channel, because we need a safe space to talk about this. Why are beautiful women always nailed to a cross when it comes to smear campaigns? Whenever there's a not so attractive girl who's maybe beefing with another person, no one really pays attention. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. It's not that real. But whenever you insert gorgeous girl, now all of a sudden everyone's ready to burn her on a stake. Now all of a sudden everybody is like on a witch hunt and trying to, you know what I'm saying, crucify this person. And that's for a reason. So for me, what I've noticed is when I hold boundaries with people, when I don't let people get over on me, when I don't let people play in my face, when they're manipulative, covert, narcissistic people who think they're going to get their way with me but don't, the mask falls off. As soon as they realize that they're not going to get what they want from me, the gloves come off and now we're not playing fair. Now they're looking for blood because they saw the smiling face, they saw the pretty teeth and the pretty face, and they thought, oh, she's sweet, she's probably naive, she's probably not going to see my tactics, she's probably not going to realize what I'm up to or what I'm plotting and planning, what I'm scheming to do. She's probably just going to look at me as non-threatening and not think that I'm conniving and I have ulterior motives. You know, she's probably so wrapped up in her beauty. She's probably so vain that she's not even paying attention to the snakes in the grass. So let me try and get close to her, manipulate her, abuse her, and see what I can get out of her. That's what these people are thinking when they get close to you and they start showing their covert narcissistic ways and they start trying to, unload these tactics on you. You know what I'm saying? Try to like siphon your energy, try to manipulate you, try to control you with your, with their mental games and their mind games, trying to compete with you and compare with you. That's all mental manipulation and witchcraft. Okay. So when they do that, and for me at least, when they realize that they couldn't get over on me because I would set a boundary or I would look them in their face and tell them what they're doing. There's been situations like that where I've had to tell people that they're not slick. It's earth shattering for them. And then now I'm the villain. Now I'm hearing all these lies and different things from people who I know and who I don't know about what they've heard about me and what rumors they've been hearing and, what they've believed to be true about me because of what they heard from someone. And it's just like, wow, so because I didn't let you get over on me, because I was wise enough to know your tricks and schemes, because I've gone through this before and I learned from my lessons, and I don't allow people to do things to me anymore, I'm the villain? Cool. I'll be that. You know what I mean? Like, I will be that. And that's why I am not in the business anymore of trying to clear shit up. When I was younger, oh my God, I used to cry. Like, one of my biggest triggers was people lying on me. I have this hyper vigilance about protecting my image and protecting my reputation and getting people to see things my way. And then I realized that that's all a game for them. They love to see you uncomfortable and pleading your case. They love to see you begging for their validation and approval. And once I realized that, I said, hold on. I will never explain myself to anyone again. If they don't come to me directly to ask about something that's happened, if they don't come to me directly to clear something up, to get my perspective on something, I'm not doing any of the clearing up. I'm not doing any of the saving face. I'm not trying to save my reputation. I'm not trying to make myself look good in your eyes. I don't care. Believe what you want to believe. I'm not about to raise my cortisol levels and raise my blood pressure trying to explain to someone who already has their mind made up about me that I'm telling the truth. I don't have time for that. That's a very low vibrational game. And that's what these people ultimately are doing. They're trying to bring you down to a low vibration of shame and guilt that's not real because it's not yours. When people lie on you, they're trying to project shame and guilt onto you so that you feel shame and guilt for something that you never did or that's blown out of proportion. If you look at the scale of vibration, shame and guilt is at the very bottom. So this is all witchcraft. Smear campaigns are witchcraft. Smear campaigns are character assassination, and it is quite literally a spiritual attack on you. And they're trying to bring your vibration down to the lowest point so that they can play hardball with you on a low, low place. That way, you're no longer in this queen energy. You know, these people see your energy. They see your light, your aura. They know how high vibrational you are. They know how unattainable you are and inaccessible you are. They know how highly sought after you are by men and women for different reasons. And so, of course, if they notice these things about you and they're coming from a place of lack, insecurity, hate, jealousy, they're naturally going to want to take that from you. And what better way than to smear lies about you so that you have to come out of your character to defend yourself? I mean, if I was a manipulative, wicked person, that's a great plan. That's a great plan. But here's where they get jammed up, with me at least. I don't let it get that far anymore. I don't let people play with me anymore. So when people realize that they can't get over on you, when they can't play in your face, when the lies aren't working, you're not giving them the reaction that they're looking for, it's like you become the bad guy. Everyone starts hating you because they're spreading lies and telling lies so that other people can feel how they feel about you. So that you are just being bombarded and bulldozed with vitriol and nasty, mean, angry energy from people who you didn't even do anything to, but because they heard something awful from someone, which is most of the time a lie, now they're sending you evil eye and anger and negativity because of something that one person planted a seed about. So I'll be that villain. And I love Nicki Minaj because So ladies, drop down in the comments section. I'd love to have a conversation about this. Let me know how you have ever been labeled as a bad guy and how you've embraced it and turned it into something positive for yourself. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box below so you can share your stories with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.